Hey guys, welcome to the
Oh.
first of July's mukbang and just really Pride Month. Yay!
Woo!
Yay! Woohoo! Aha!
I'm not gonna say anything on this topic.
Disability Pride Month.
Yeah, so like, hey, yes, you hear my voice, like you're very prideful, right? Yay! But yeah, it's gonna be a fun mukbang because I got some food that I wanted to try, and also I have my lovely co-host with me, even though our third one is not here. But hey, next time she probably will be. Got our usual brown butter baker, Christina, aka the Cookie Hustler.
Yeah, he texts me in the morning sometimes going, "Good morning, Cookie Hustler," and I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know.
Yep, and then we have our resident Mistress Joker.
Hello, humans. It is I, the greatest exorcist demon in the world. I know you've all missed me. Hello.
Yes.
We missed you very much.
Our favorite mistress.
Yes.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun mukbang because hey, we haven't done one because like usually Nicole does the first of the week with me, but yeah, she's kind of missing in action a tiny bit too. But hey, she'll be back.
Eventually, she'll be back.
Hey, Blurry, how you, man? How you feeling?
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the chaos. We're not even in for like a few seconds and it's already chaotic.
I'm sorry.
Right,
Welcome.
Demon. Who's demon?
I am a demon.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, Ren?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't
So
remember the last
yeah.
name.
So yep.
Ren
So
Okuma.
Yes, Ren
Yeah.
Okuma. That's why I'm always with my thing of like, hello, humans.
yeah, but Isito's like yeah, demon, because
Exactly.
yeah, and this time, well, never mind. She will probably stab me later once she hears what I have to drink.
I'm waiting for
Well,
the stab.
I mean, if you've seen the Discord, eventually you'll see the Discord. You'll see my new name in the certain server. So yes, be wary, Toes. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
dang, Sito, darn shame you're at work. But hey, at least you'll have us to entertain you.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll be the noise in the background so you can
And then,
focus. Don't worry.
like you get to complain about people that like you're helping out.
Mira, tú sabes, as long que no te cojan, vas a estar bien. Translation, half translation. You'll be fine as long as you're not found out.
Yep. So
There's-
I am trying a place that was my friend RC Cashflow. He told me that this place is in Maryland. So Portillo's hot dogs, but it's also in Chicago too. Oh, and don't forget to follow RC Cashflow on Twitch for your MK needs. Great guy. Don't forget to follow. And also Blurrycito on Twitch too at Blurrycito. Still need to pay him back for yesterday's crushing defeat.
Oh yeah, I missed that. I need to catch up.
Yes. So,
Yeah, sometimes I catch them, but I just blur. I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am trying like their Polish like a hot dog with a French bread with like a bunch of onions and mustard, and then their Polish style hot dog with a pickle, with like a pickle, like sea salt, onions, and peppers. So let me bring it up here because it's big, and I might flop it over, and hopefully my new
Don't drop
camera
it.
will get it. Hopefully my new camera will
Let me
like
turn my
catch it.
face off.
Yeah, I think.
A little bit more to the left.
Yeah.
Yay! Is that a pickle?
Oh yeah, I forgot my camera's
it's
following
mustard,
my
that's mustard.
like my face too. So yeah, yeah,
That's a
because like
pickle.
yep, I got the ops like a camera, like mini camera.
I mean, I like your food.
You went kind of robotic and you sounded muffled.
Oh no, so yeah, because the plate was in my face,
Gotcha.
and then from like Portillo's hot dogs, I got their chocolate cake shake. So they take an actual piece of chocolate cake and throw it in the blender and make it into a milkshake.
Yeah, Sito, you're my witness, and if T-Blaze ends up showing up, he should also
And
be
he's sampling
my witness. I am going to his house and stabbing this man.
Wow, they did actually
And
blend the
he's
whole cake in this,
sampling.
and it's really chocolatey. Oh damn. And their small
Man.
is actually like medium.
Share.
Yeah. It's not
Listen,
chocolatey.
Sito, if we could, we would be going and picking you up right now and just having you in here to like
I know.
having all the shenanigans and getting up on toast, because why not?
That's true. That's true. You do have an honorary contract too, so yeah.
Oh, okay, que bueno. Let's leave it like that. He basically left a comment that it translates to that he's never found out, or they never catch him.
No comment. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. So that's what I'm having.
what about you, Alex? What are you having?
So basically, I made on my Keurig the Starbucks cinnamon dolce. I think that's what it's called. Because
Yum.
I don't know why. Ever since I tried first their creamer of that flavor, I just really liked it. And then when I got the Keurig and I saw that as like an actual like coffee flavor, I was like, oh, you know what? Let me get it. Maybe I'll like it. And I don't know what it is about, because it is a light roast. And even though it's flavor, if you just drink it slowly, to me it's like watered down. So I always add creamer or milk and a little bit of sweetener. But it's pretty good. I don't know. There's something about just cinnamon taste and coffee, if they do it right, that I like it. Because I've tried some like cinnamon flavors that I've just been like, I regret every decision in my life. And I basically added some Irish creamer that my mom got me a few days ago, because that's basically my number one flavor creamer at this point.
It is
so good.
Delicious creamer, man.
Oh my god, yes. And it's specifically the one from International Delight. For those who can see, the bottle is always like green. It's just a pain for me to get it, and my mom saw it in store and she was like, I must get it. And I didn't need, I still had at least one bottle left of like creep, but I was like, yes, 2 more. Thank you.
What flavor was that? I want to get it from my stepdad.
It's the International Delight Irish creamer.
Oh, he might have had that one. I'm not sure. He's going through some interesting flavors. Almond Joy.
Yeah, so that's the one I like. Then the cinnamon dolce is one I sometimes get from Starbucks, in terms of creamers too. There was one time, sometimes I'll find it from like different brands, but it's the Italian sweetened creamer. Then you can never get wrong with like the French vanilla ones. I've gone through a few flavors, kind of. I haven't gone too adventurous, but there's been some that I've tried that I was like, again, I regret life decisions.
Oh, I would definitely get this hot dog again, or like this Polish sausage dog again. Ooh.
Sounds good.
You're really enjoying that hot dog. That's all I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's kind of what we're having tonight because I took out some kielbasa or whatever the heck it was like a day ago.
Yeah.
The freezer.
We may. I don't know. I know my mom. She had gone with my uncle to like Sam's because she called me this morning to be like, "Hey, I'm to give her ideas, since they always have a big and like in a bulk of quantities, and since we don't really go to Sam's, but I was like, let's take advantage. And I gave her a few ideas of like a few things for her to get.
Wow, a pickle, peppers, and onions on a hot dog like this, wow, it's worth it. Now I know. Now I like it.
What you've never gone creative and just like had
random things.
Yeah, well, not random things, but like other things in the hot dog that's not just like the hot dog, the hot dog fries, and you're missing out. You're missing out.
Yeah, because like this one had mustard, onions, peppers that are like that has like a little bit of spice, but then a whole like a pickle.
No ketchup. I'm teasing.
Yeah.
No
because we found this place that they typically make them how you can find them sometimes in like the little outdoor stands in like Puerto Rico, and basically it's so it's obviously the bun, the hot dog. I think it's ground beef, if I remember. Yeah, ground beef. Hot dog fries. You can add, I think, even relish if you want, or maybe like other stuff, and then mustard. That's why I'm like surprised when other than the cheese
this
one you've had,
has like a nice snap to it too.
Well, there are also there's going to be some hot dogs depending on the brand and how they make them that like taste better than others.
Yeah, so salsa has a nice snap to it, and the herbs and spices inside are pretty nice.
Also, if anyone's never done it, I highly recommend putting them in the air fryer. They end up really nice, and you don't have to put them for like a lot. You can put them from like depending how many you're putting, from like 6 to 8 minutes at like a decent temperature.
I think I've done that when I make French fries. I just throw them all in there. Like fries, hot dogs. Yeah.
Well, I mean, for the French fries, at this point, I just click on the fries button and I just leave it whatever like temperature and minutes. If it's like less than a lot, then maybe I'll lower the minutes. But usually, unless it's like something else specific, then I'm all alternating between like
this cake is actually
the air fry setting, frozen setting, and then the reheat. Because there's been like in the past we'd air fry, but now that there's that reheat option, a lot of the times when Mama's like, if we had something I just put into like reheat instead of like air fry, I'll just be like, hey lady, reheat this.
Oh yeah, Joker, you would definitely like the shake.
So I have a brown sugar bubble milk tea drink.
I'm gonna have to go to Virginia now then.
I got it from Walmart. Over. Because I forgot to look at the mall.
Okay, now I'm hesitant. I don't know if I can trust Walmart with that.
I understand your nervousness. It was like $1
Yeah.
or something. So I'm gonna check it and make sure I don't have to do anything to it. But it's been in the refrigerator.
Okay.
And it was next to their snacks like Pocky and all the other things.
Yeah.
They even had it at the grocery Walmart, which I was surprised about because usually,
Wow.
they're starting to get a larger selection of sofrito and red sofrito and green sofrito. Even though they call the green one by Goya, Racaita, but
Yeah.
Open.
I think it's that brand calls it that way because I don't know. Like me remembering when you're actually like buying it, because there's a lot of like when you have ease to just get get it, a lot of people will just make it instead of like buying it from the store.
Yeah, I was looking for recipes, and every time I found one, they were like, "I'm making green sofrito today," and I'm like, "Wait, what?" And then I was like, "Okay, it's time to make red sofrito," and I'm like, "Bro, what?" And then I had to, ask.
You know what? I'll send you my mom's recipe, and if I can ever get my paternal
okay to send me your mom's recipe. You're not gonna.
Oh, she won't mind. The one that we've been trying to get for years is my paternal grandma's recipe. She will not give it to anyone. I'm gonna try and see if maybe I can get it off of her hands at some point.
This is grilled onions. Ooh,
I don't know what this says, but I see 5 cents, and I'm mad. This was $1. It's like printed on top of the can, like where you pull the tab. And then on another side, it has 10 cents. And I'm just over here like, yo. It smells really good.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I get hesitant because of having bought the ice cream like mochi and just being disgusted with the thing. I'm never buying it again. Like I'll just have regular
me
mochi.
with red bean paste mochi.
Yeah, I'll just
never again.
Yeah, I'll just have the regular mochi. Thank you.
Alrighty. But yeah, I don't have food because I ate a late breakfast. That was like a hash brown, some scrambled eggs, and a turkey sausage. Thanks, Walmart. And I made. Ooh, you're on a tablet. Actually, I can just carry you in there. But so never mind. I won't bring you in the living room or in through the kitchen. I don't know if y'all can behave. I'm joking. Y'all are really sweet. So I made puff pastry the other day.
Right.
And I filled it today with applesauce, making apple turnovers. And then I had some cream cheese that I could use.
Yum.
And I was like, butchered words here. Pastel de... I can't say guava the correct way. I don't have
No,
that.
you said it. That's because that's how you say it. That's how pardon that one time that I was fighting toes. Guava
Not
is
fighting
the way
me, yelling at me. She literally vehemently was yelling at me on screen.
Gosh, I was not. I was just
And then
fighting.
Yelling at me through a voice text too.
No, I just fought him. I don't yell at him.
She was vehemently telling me.
I got confused. No, but guava is the way to say it in English. And listen, I will not fault you. I know guayaba is not an easy word to say.
No, and I kept trying, and the guy I'll have to send you the video because I was like, he's animated.
Yeah. I think I still
well,
have
I mean,
that
it's
voice
what
text.
you can do because you're already correctly saying the first part, which is the gua. And like when you practice, maybe trying the ba part at the end, try and change it for like a ja, and then you get and then add ba at the end again, because in English you're just taking away the ja part that the Spanish one has, and that's why it's just guava. But then if you want to say in Spanish, you can just guayaba. See?
I'm gonna be at my wedding going, I'm sorry. My Spanish, she's not so pretty. But I didn't have that. I didn't have the paste. Oh my god, I keep doing it. I keep going every time I see paste. Like I'm slicing something every time. I didn't have the guava paste, so I was like, I have cream cheese that we're not going to talk about. It smelled fine.
Mhm.
Well,
And
you can just make them of
Mhm.
anything, to be
it
honest,
was,
like
I
because
had
you
orange marmalade because I refuse to use grape jelly,
Oh,
and
okay.
I put,
Mhm.
but the marmalade it was already too sweet to me,
Mhm.
to begin with. So I was like, this might make it a little bit, for me, because I just don't like overly sweet. That one was just too sweet to me. My mom was like, "What's wrong with you?" But she, yes, I put the marmalade on, and then I
Mhm.
put a slice of the, because some videos when they were making the pastellos, they like add sugar to it and
Mhm.
stir it, and some didn't, and I was like, nah, this stuff already sweet.
Because
We're
I
not doing
think
that.
I think it's depending on like what they were making them, because like
Yeah.
you can make them
Mhm.
the sweet ones with like the cream cheese and the guava, or just guava, strawberry, whatever like sweet kind you want. But then you also have the savory ones where it's just different types of meat, or even like
My
just
mom
cheese
liked
ones.
chili.
um yeah, or like,
My
because
mom
I've
liked
seen them, like, I
yes.
mean, sometimes my mom has brought like
Mm.
pastelillos that are just like a chicken, or like carne, like
Mhm.
just meat,
Mhm.
like the ground
Mhm.
beef. And there's been other times where we've just gotten like the cheese pastelillos, which all they have is just a bunch of cheese on the inside.
I
um
mhm.
so it depends, because like it's just the way that you do
Mm.
the dough, and the shape, like we call it
Mhm.
pastillo because like it ends up a bit different than when you do the um empanadas, but they're kind of like the empanadas, where you can
Mhm.
have whatever like feeling on the inside you want to put in them.
Mm.
It it was good. My mom, I was talking to Josh, and I was like not eating it yet, and she came in and said, she's like, she came in, she found me, and she's like, I ate both of them. I love that takeaway. And I was like, oh, well, that actually honestly made it a bit more than I thought. But she said she wasn't gonna, either she ate one or she had two, but she's just like, I want more, and I can't have more. Because she wants, because I guess after we go to the gym tonight, we're gonna stop at Walmart, because that's just,
Mhm.
we go to Food Line or Walmart. That's just like what's near us, or the farmers market up the street. But
Mhm.
what's gonna be near us at that time is Walmart. Kind of hoping we go, because I need to get a fan for when I go to the gym. Because
Yeah.
listen, my hair is natural now, and I can't listen. It's twisted right now, but it will fro. But it's hot. It's hot here. Okay, we're suffering. It's like 96 or whatever degrees, with like a heat index of like 100 and something. So like when I went to get my hair done, the lady was like,
Well, now
you're
you
not
know
gonna
how
get
we
a silk
feel
press
in
with
Florida. You know.
Well, the lady's like, you're not gonna get. She's like, you can't do a silk press. You'll step outside and it will just go poof.
Well, again, like
Yeah.
now you know
I had
how
to
we
get.
feel in
I just
Florida.
had to
Okay,
twist it,
it's
but
like 90 something 5 or 6 degrees all the time now in summertime.
Yeah.
yay, you keep that there. Like this is
Really?
usually our August weather. That was wrong. That was June. But yeah. So I want to get a fan, but I'm also probably gonna snack some more butter and see if they have guava, guava paste
Yeah.
for reasons.
If
Guava
if
pasting
not,
is
because you
delicious,
can,
man.
yes, because you can get the, obviously it would be a little bit more work, because like you're trying to find the paste, but then I think you can find like actual like the guava, but then it's a little bit more work, because you would have to cut it and whatnot. I'm forgetting how, because my mom has bought the paste, but then she's also like has bought the like guava that comes in like a brick, and you would have to cut it, and I forget how you do it to make
Oh, like you need the brick.
Why is this both bad and good?
because it was Walmart. I don't know what else
You
to
know
tell
what?
you.
I taste I don't like tapioca pearls. And that's what that taste is. I can taste
Oh, yeah.
tastes like an excessive
Oh,
amount of
And
brown
Joker,
sugar.
Yeah.
this shake really actually does taste like you're actually drinking or like eating an actual chocolate cake.
So
Well, that should
It's watery.
you know what? Once we can maybe find like a place in the middle to hang up, and then I go over to your house. That should be a place that like you should take me to.
Okay.
You know what?
Well,
That'll be the compromise. If you can take me to like the places where you're getting some of these food, I won't stab you.
too bad. She won't stab you too bad.
I know, because
Exactly.
guys, here's the joke. Because Joker is the sweet tooth one, but then I'm the one that more of savory, but then I'm the one that's eating more of the sweet stuff.
Yeah. Well, you end up doing it more for like the
Mhm.
because streams,
Mhm.
whatever. But when we have hanged out together, you actually have seen that out of the two of us. I mean, there was one time I kind of regretted one thing, but
Yeah, I know.
you can attest that I am the one with the sweet tooth, because
Mhm.
you never add sugar to your café con leche, and here I am. And I think you've heard me when I'm like ripping off the little papers and like adding, and then like commenting to myself
she's like not like she's really dumping like okay.
yeah, I'm like, okay, 1, 2 mix, and I'm like, I think this needs a little bit more, and he's heard me when I'm like, I think this is a little bit, and then adds another little pack, and I'm always adding like 3 packets at least, mixing. There was that one time where like you get your what you want and you're like satisfied, and here I am with like the cheese and guava Mallorca, but also being like, oh, I'm gonna grab a Nutella filled donut because why not?
Yep, and that's the one you're like, nope, I can't do it.
Yeah, well, it was because I didn't realize how much they added in the center, because in the beginning, all I was getting was like the
dough part of it.
combination of like
Yeah.
the dough, the powder, and then a bit of the Nutella, and I
Mhm.
was like, oh, this is great, I love this. But then the more I got to the middle, that's where it was a bunch of
Just
fail,
when you
because
have- just to
yes,
tell, like,
because
oh,
I think what they did, which
Mhm.
not a lot of places do, they
Mhm.
actually did add a lot of it to fill in the inside, but then also to have it around like the rest of the inside of like
Mhm.
the donut.
Yeah,
And the
it's
thing is, once
usually,
you
they
got,
skimp on that,
yeah, and yes, and then once you got to the middle, it was just like so much Nutella that I was like, okay, this is not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I think now that I'm older, because I've always been a chocolate person. Don't get me wrong, I love chocolate. It is, oh, I love it. But the older I'm getting, I'm realizing that like my tolerance for chocolate, if I'm finding that it's like too much, I just don't end up liking it. And I'm seeing that like my
Yep, they don't tell you that, kids. When you get older, your taste buds, especially for
yeah, they
sweet things,
changed a
goes
bit, and
down.
and I've been noticing there's been times where I've been wanting like other types of like sweets and not the chocolate. As like, because I'm telling you, when I was much younger, especially a kid, I was always like shocked to the point that most of my birthday cakes were chocolate cakes. There was even ones where I was so happy because it had Oreos on top as decoration.
That
And it was
sounds
all
delicious.
chocolate. Oh yeah, and it was funny because it was during I was getting a little bit older, so I didn't get, in terms of collecting the dolls, as obsessed as I did with the Barbies, but I was kind of into the Bratz mostly because of the movies. So that year they kind of decided a little bit to like Bratz theme, and so the cake had the Oreos, well, like little figures of like the Bratz on top. It was so cute. I loved it. But I was kind of getting into like the teenage years when they did that, so I barely collected them. I'm like my stepsisters, because like my era was like Barbie. Jesus Christ. I had for anybody curious, I had a whole box. Well, I had 2 boxes filled with toys. One of them had other toys like in the bottom, but like majority, I swear to God, majority of the box was just a bunch of Barbie dolls and the accessories. Because I also had accessories, and then the cars. I had 2 cars. Well, also the train, the cruise, the plane, and even a house. I am telling you, I was obsessed. Anytime a birthday or Christmas or even the Three Holy Kings Day came, if anybody was like, "Hey, like, make your list. Like, what do you want this year? Like, what do you want for?" As a child, majority of toys that came out of my mouth was Barbie. Something Barbie. That was my obsession.
Wow.
Before I started getting more into sometimes, because they would tell us make a list, and sometimes we would go crazy with the list, but I never guarantee that you're getting everything in the list. They were just like make a list, and we're like, okay, we're just gonna put whatever we want.
An entirely long list from me, but pick from this list.
Exactly. Even though I got mad that they never got the hint, because there came a time where like every year my list had, with names and everything, the Kingdom Hearts figures. I don't understand why they never got the hint and they never arrived. Like, out of everything in that list, every year I started putting Kingdom Hearts Sora figure, Kingdom Hearts Donald figure, Kingdom Hearts Goofy figure. Like every year I was like, how are you not getting the hints? I want these figures, damn it.
That's true.
When you said Barbie, I used to have a lot of Barbies. I don't know what happened. But my Barbies and rollerblades, we had a flood in our apartment a couple of years ago. And I don't recall when I did the last time I saw the Barbies, but the rollerblades were gone. They moved things out, and when things came back, they weren't there. And I had 2 pairs, one for my cousins, I couldn't fit them anymore, and then one for me. And those were old. Let me say, they were old when. Okay, I'm gonna date myself here. You youngins, including you toes, you youngins you may not even know what this store is called.
Youngins.
Yeah. Sears.
Sears.
Got them from Sears back in, like, I was like, I don't
know. Oh man.
Especially when the Sears is like connected to the mall too.
I always,
it had its own store. I was like,
yeah. For years, that's where they would go to buy like our shoes, even our like the shoes for school. Oh my god, like Sears. It would be like, okay, we're going to Sears. Oh my god, yes. No, but I also had which I think eventually we had to throw away some of the little like pan molds or like something of it because it got mold. But I even had it was like this stove kitchen thing of like Barbie, and I think it was that like they felt a little bit bad because I had the like microwave toy thing at some point, and then there was a flood in the house and that didn't survive. So because I don't remember asking for it, but just one year somebody gifted me this like stove thing of like Barbie. It had the little like molds and everything to make the cakes, and I would constantly be making when I could. But then I think eventually at some point it got molded and we had to throw it away.
Ooh, that chocolate shake really has that on me.
Yeah. No, and then also I'm telling you, people were saying, and they knew, because if it wasn't the toys, they would be gifting me things like somebody, and it was actual like glass, like it wasn't like that you could feel like plastic or like toys. No, it was actual, that I was like, where did you find this? And it was that a friend gifted me a tea set of like Barbie, and it came with like the little teacups with the plates that even had the like cute. The kettle thing to like pour. I would be pouring whatever like drinks and thinking like, oh, look at me, all fancy, because most of the time it would just be like water or juice, but here I am pretending.
The 90s tea parties.
Yeah, but I would always be like careful and constant. I never threw away the the box because I would always put it back in the box because my thing was like, if we leave it around, this is gonna break. And I had that for years. Even around high school, that was still like the few things that it was like in its little area of like, I am never throwing this away. I think that was like among the few things that I never gave because I was around 14 and they were kind of, the side of the family was kind of pressuring, like, you're getting older, when are you gonna give away your toys? And I was kind of like, them sorry. Because of an age thing, you have, but me, I'm still an age where I'm like, I don't want to give away my toys. And so my brilliant self found a loophole. I didn't really have to give them away because all I did was like, I called my mom and I basically was like, hey, like, can you get these boxes and just take them to your house for when my stepsisters, are over there. They can have toys to play with. My mom knew exactly what I was doing. She was like, sure, you're just trying to find a way to continue keeping your toys. And I was like, yes.
I heard someone say that to their kid once, and I just don't understand why it's like why do you have to stop playing with your toys at a specific age? Like, why can't you still just play? Because I feel like people, the older you get, some people get crotchety, or they glued to the phone or whatever.
Yeah, and like there's nothing wrong with just sitting down with like, either like action figures or heck, man, even like a box full of Legos, man. Yeah,
and see that.
Give me some Legos.
Adults don't. Some, because like I think some do understand, but the ones that don't, they don't understand that the feelings that it's like a kid just ends up when they themselves, they're not ready to give up those toys, but they do it because like everybody around them is like telling them, hey, you're getting at a certain age, you shouldn't have that anymore, you should give them up. And because
it's like this.
Yeah. I don't know, but I know. Yeah, but I can tell this is a side effect because, like, of my female cousin from, the older female cousin that I have from my dad's side. The thing is, all of my female cousins are only from my dad's side. But the one that's like, around around the same age as my brother. Anyway, we always had the same toys for a long time because my paternal grandma just found that easy to just give us some sometimes the same thing. And there were times where I was like, I didn't ask for this, but you know what, I'm not gonna complain. And she gave away her toys before me, and she actually did give them to somebody else. And then when she would come to our house because of gatherings and she would see that I was still holding on to my toys, her reaction where she would grab something, it would be like, oh, you still have this, and I gave away mine, like whatever. And I could tell in her voice that like regret and like that sentence of like, I didn't want to like it's I didn't want to let go of my toys. Like, it's not fair that you still have yours. And that made me realize that like, yeah, it should be on my terms. When I want to give them up, I'll give them up.
It should, because like when the person said that, I'm like, it was just right quick, but it didn't come out my mouth. I was good. It was right there. Oh, you're still playing with those? And I'm like, oh, you're still playing video games? I was like, shh.
Yep.
Caught it, because that's how some people see video games as well.
And
I'm like, no.
They think that you when they start telling you to give them, that you've already stopped playing with them, and like you're not as enthusiastic and you're not grabbing them at like every time. But still at like 13 to 14 years old, when my brother and I were bored, we would be grabbing all of my toys and just playing with them, and a few of the ones he still had. Yeah. And we would be doing like weird, crazy things. I mean, don't ask me. I think we were getting into the dark humor side of ourselves at the time, but he still had like a soft.
Like at that time, like you get to be creative and then just make up like
we were always
crazy stories, Yeah,
well, we were always creative and just having like the imagination to just make up things. But I just don't know why he had this rope tied up around the waist of like his Sasuke figure, and he would like throw it around, who knows. And just this one time we're playing, and for some reason
leaves fling.
Yes, no, but for some reason
Here's the
we decide
yo-yo.
we decide that one day that and I don't remember we were playing, but for some reason part of the story, like at some point, my doll that was like, driving the car was going to run over like Sasuke. I don't know why. That was like the decision we made.
Oh,
What Sasuke do?
that wasn't a part of like the story for Naruto.
No, not
It
really.
it must be like a bonus episode.
It's in one of those.
Yeah. No, and
It
then
must be
and then
in
at
one of,
some
like, the
point,
filler episodes, man.
at some point, because of the rope and just all the things he would do to it, I think he like tugged it too hard at some point, or he did something, and then all of a sudden the figure like cracked in the middle. But the way it happened, it looked as if somebody had like slashed him by the waist. It was like the funniest thing ever.
No.
Got Gojo'd before Gojo.
Oh my god, yes.
Gojo'd before Gojo got Gojo'd. Oh my god.
You
Oh.
do please don't do
Goodness.
anything against this stream, because we're talking about these things.
Yes, okay. We are just talking. Okay, so this is just you know, just topics. Okay, so
Okay.
we're not doing anything.
Kit
Okay.
I think because we made sure to like the figures and whatnot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Joker.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
You're rich.
I will never say those words. But there will be signs.
Just watch. Just watch Joker. She'll text all of us. Hey, I did it. The mega lotto.
No, Toast. This is the reality. She won't really tell us that she's rich. She'll just send something of like something she's eating, or like somewhere she's at, and then Josh will come into the shed out of nowhere and will probably rat her out with like a story, because he won't say that she's rich either, but he'll tell a story that will be like, wait. When did you? And then he'll be like, "Oh, didn't Christina tell you?" And that's how it'll happen.
Uh,
Oh, that's how I see it happening.
I can't even message him about it because my phone is being dumb right now.
No. Josh should be just rolling up in like his fancy ass truck.
I had a friend, a couple of years back. We would say, "Oh, if we ever hit the lottery, we had to come up with some stupid word, something that makes no sense that you would never use in a sentence, and it would be sharp and fraggle."
Gojo.
No, he said sharp and fraggle. He said it doesn't make there's probably somewhere off in the world in some country that means something, but no. I know what
Loving
Josh's
Fooly
is
Cooly.
if I ever do, but yeah, I won't say that. But yeah. I mean, I'll say that to him after I've already contacted lawyers, and it will most likely be tied up in a trust.
Yep.
So I can't get.
Yep. So once I hear that, I'm like, no, you don't love Fooly Cooly. What? What's going on? What's going on?
It'll be a message. Guys, I was wrong about Fooly Cooly, and you're like, oh my god, she won the lottery.
Yep.
Fooly Cooly isn't so bad after.
It'll be like it would be
spirit animal.
It would be as if I, out of nowhere came into the chat, and out of nowhere I start typing like, "Hey guys, I don't find Food Wars I'm comfortable in anymore." Like this, and you guys will be like, no.
Why? Say why? Really?
It hasn't.
Really?
It has its moments in its first
Well,
season.
like, okay,
It kind of dies
truthfully,
down.
it only really gets you with the first episode. It does, like Christina says too, it does tone it down a bit too.
And then it comes back and slaps you in the face, and then it goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it slaps you in the face again, and then you see the men lose their clothing, and then you're like, "Yes, okay, hi."
Yep. Yep.
I'm
And then like,
intrigued
their bloodline
You're
of
like, abs.
powers, from that family.
You're like, "Ooh, the abs."
Uh-huh.
But no, it's not as creepy as season 2 of Sailor Moon Crystal. Anyway, moving on.
Yep.
No comment. Sorry, like I love Sailor Moon. I said what I said.
I still haven't gotten to season 2 of Crystal.
You'll see what I mean. I mean, other than
Okay.
that, like it's fine. It's just this like subplot. It's just like, bro, no, this is weird. I can't even let that go as a cultural thing.
Yep. Because like Christina was like ranting to me too about it. For, like, for a good bit.
Sorry.
No. She wasn't ranting. We were like actively talking about it. Yeah.
Because it was weird.
Yeah,
I
because
love the
we were comparing notes.
It was so
Oh,
easy
yes,
to have
yes.
a reflection and then be like at night, like some people really need to do, reflect about their actions throughout the day so they can be better the next day, but whatever. She's reflecting on her actions and then she's like, but I can't shake this feeling. And I'm like, because you're right. But no comment.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's like, I mean, it's anime just has to exaggerate in certain things, like me not being able to get over of like okay, yeah, keep showing moments that like to, you know, if it was in the real world this would be
oh shoot,
really creepy. And it was that I think it was more like filler, but it's during the arc of like Fairy Tail where the celestial they their personalities get switched and they start acting different, and then Gray ends up ice skating, dancing with Cancer, and then when everybody's all back because they like won, I love that like Jubia is like, I feel like I lost, like I missed something very I don't know if she says important or like significant.
I think she either says something significant or like something special.
Yeah, significant or special about my darling Gray. And then as she's saying that, for some reason in the corner visually you see an image of Gray with the hat when he got the like thing to dance. And I love that as he's blushing he just kicks the little box thing, you know, out of the way, and he's like, no, whatever you're thinking, get it out of your head, because he doesn't want the guilt to know that he
Truthfully,
he basically did that. But I see that scene and I'm like,
that fight, but that fight was the funnest one, because you have Cancer be like a hip hop, like, yeah, bro, like this and that, and Gray's like, no.
Yeah, and then Gray, I love that like Gray doesn't want to do it. Then like Cancer puts like dancing shoes on him, and then he's like, oh, my body's moving, like, oh no. And then somehow Cancer just like throws arrows at like his heart, and then that opens again, and then all of a sudden he's like, I got the moves, which listen, I ended up with a hand cannon for him after that goddamn episode.
No, but like I enjoy it because like I found that episode like funny though. That's why, because of Cancer.
It was hilarious. Yeah. But
because like the voice actor did it really good, and he probably had fun.
You should. Oh my god, I give props to the English voice actor that I'm always forgetting his name, and the Japanese one, because I saw that clip in Japanese and dub, and like Gray is one of those characters I don't know which voice I prefer, because I love both of his counterpart voices. Like, I don't know, there's just something about the way that he sounds in English, and then I hear him in Japanese, and I'm just like, yes, I don't care what language you talk to me.
Yeah, because like props to like the voice actors for that episode, because the episode was funny for Cancer and Gray, man.
Oh yes, but again, I ended up with like a head cannon in my little head after that. But I was like, if these characters were like in a slice of life setting, oh, I know, and I haven't been
Cancer be like that, like typical, you know, upbeat guy going, yeah, man, let's go, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, I have a few ideas. It's just I write down ideas for fic that have nothing to do with my main fic, similar to how I do for my main fic, and I leave them. Sir, I will get to that when I have my computer. Leave me alone. The brain. Listen, I've been a little bit lazy, and then the. Let's just say I've been having battles with the characters of what direction I want this fake, because I have an idea, and somehow I know this is gonna sound weird for some people, but this is just
some non-writers.
Exactly, but this is writer time. The characters are trying to get me to go into just a different direction that I'm like, no, and sometimes I have to fight with them and just be like, listen, I will get to a kissing scene, but I can't have it yet. I need to set up a certain atmosphere. But one of them is going a little bit crazy, but just telling me that I should, it's like it's already chapter 8. There should at least be a kissing scene already, and I'm like, sir, this is slow burn. I can't have a kissing scene yet. But yeah, I'm fighting with them.
Yeah.
It's mostly okay. I say them, but for non-writers, it's mainly me fighting with my creative ideas and what I want to do, because sometimes I get too many in my head.
Yes. Well, on that note, I'm gonna call it because I ended up finishing both of my food, and wow, that chocolate shake really.
Oh damn, you're done.
Yeah, because. Yeah, that chocolate. Well, good thing too, because like the saltiness and then like the, like savoriness of like the hot dogs really did help out with the chocolate shake, because the chocolate shake was really chocolate. So good thing it was mustard, onions, and peppers, and
God.
yeah. So I'm like, oh my. So again, Joker, you would have enjoyed that chocolate cake.
Yeah, probably, because I mean, the thing is, at this point, it's been a few years since the last time we went, but one of the few times that we went to Steak and Shake, which we always got, it wasn't just like, oh, we're getting food. It was always like food and the milkshakes. And I think there was one time where I got maybe like the strawberry, but I will admit the two most notable ones was the Kit Kat one and then the Nutella one. And I remember loving the Nutella one way too much.
But Portillo's hot dogs, yep, I would actually probably get them again, because actually there's some more. They even have sandwiches and burgers, so I gotta try them again.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things. I have some places I need to try. The thing is, if I wouldn't have gotten up as late, I would have bought something, but then my mom wasn't saying she was gonna bring stuff, so I was like, I just won't.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang. But before I end, any last few words, Joker?
Okay, you lovely, lovely viewers. Follow me at all the places. I am at Joker Alice here on YouTube. If you want to somehow watch the few blue in the moons when I post something on Instagram, you can follow me over there, and that at Joker_Alice. I'm also on Twitter, where I either share a few stuff or I'm just lurking to see humanity's stupidity. And over there, it is at Joker_Alice72. And if you are a fan fiction reader, or if you're a writer, if you ever want to hit me up to collab, you can find me in the Archive of Our Own, or AO3, Joker_Alice, or if you prefer Wattpad, you can find me as at Joker_Alice.
Brown Butter Baker, anything?
Apparently, Dawn to Dawn didn't start yesterday. It starts tomorrow on Netflix.
Yep.
And so they say. And Black Clover.
Are you gonna watch the movie?
Black Clover news.
Are you gonna watch the movie?
Well, the Dawn to Dawn movie? No.
Yeah.
But season 2 is supposed to start yesterday, but that became Thursday.
Well, I think they delayed it a little bit, because apparently the movie is supposed to be like the 3 first episodes of like season 2. I thought it was just gonna be a movie, and then I was seeing that short where they explained that.
I don't know why they're doing that, because I've heard they've done it with a few series where it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
it's the first 3 episodes, not like, because some people get mad. They're like, I didn't know that was going to be the first 3 episodes or whatever, not a movie. And I'm like, you ain't read the synopsis?
Mhm.
Like, right there. But
There's
whatever.
people who don't read the synopsis.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
there's Black Clover news coming out on the 7th.
Keep me updated. Keep me updated. We need to find out what that is.
Yep.
Because it was all over my newsfeed on TikTok about somebody's like, guys, are we coming back? And meanwhile, there's people fans of Berserk lurking in the comment section. Like,
Yeah,
sorry.
I need.
Yes.
Listen, I need Asta and Juno to come back. I
Yes,
need those
so-
2 beautiful boys in my life again.
All
I
right,
haven't even
okay.
heard any chapter reviews. I'm so upset. But anyway.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
No more thoughts?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Before I forget. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to join the Blind Toes Harem. BTH! Hell yeah, baby! You get all your merch, your applications. Make sure to join the harem here at the Blind Toes Harem.
Yes. The non-existent harem.
He's gonna say that.
Make sure to follow it on Twitter.
Yes, the non-existent harem.
Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night, fam.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's really the non-existent harem. Yeah, so definitely give me a like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. Again, the non-existent harem.
No, the harem does exist. Nobody believed this man.
Yeah, see, it's not really harem. So peace, y'all. Give yourself a 2 toes up and have a great day. And we will all definitely be back for other crazy stuff.
Goodbye, humans.
Uh,
Oh, I got the comment in.